Love, there's so many things.
Hey, I'm Keisha, and this is my segment Love 101 for my blog, K Reeves. And I do Love 101 each week where I interview one of my friends. So it coincides with my upcoming book, London Bloke, that's coming out in mid-June. And with the interview, I like to get the perspectives of my friends on what they think about love, what they don't like about it, how's dating, how's marriage, and how is societal pressures. So this is my friend Marcus Green, and he has blessed me with his presence to give me his thoughts on love. So, Marcus, tell me, what is your description of your ideal mate?
Oh, that's a question. Talking about physically or just
Overall.
overall? I think I've always kind of stated that I've always like brown skin to dark skin on a physical level. I've always liked women that were kind of free spirited, so to speak. Not necessarily, I don't want to say a stick in the mud.
So outgoing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's probably it.
Okay.
Just be outgoing and just love life. That's the most important thing. She loves life. She loves to have fun. I'm a pretty silly guy, so I love women who are silly too as well, because they don't have to be deal with me. So that's pretty much it as far as my ideal woman. There's no pinpoint person or whatnot. It just has to be, for me, it just has to be someone that I see and recognize. But she does have to have those traits of being a free-spirited person. So.
Okay, that's simple. So, is there anything that's a deal breaker for you?
I guess a person that is free-spirited, so to speak. And what I mean by that is a person that has to live life for everything that's planned. That's cool a lot of times. But every now I love spontaneity, so she has to have that characteristic as well. She doesn't have any spontaneity. For me, I mean, aside from, physical traits, it's a deal breaker.
Okay.
I want a woman that's attractive to me.
Yeah.
Now, what that entails is I won't know until I actually see her. So, I mean, it could be, I could say I don't like a light-skinned woman, and she'd be a beautiful light-skinned woman. I could fall head over heels. So, this has to be a woman that some kind of way, some way I find her attractive.
Okay. So, have you ever dated someone and you dealt with something that typically you wouldn't deal with ever before?
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
I was in a relationship, and it kind of seemed like I was the woman in the relationship for a little bit. We were dating, and it's kind of like trying to get her show a little emotion here, a little emotion there. It's usually guys like what I'm saying, we chilling, and the woman's like you don't show me no emotion, you don't show me no attention, and I was in this relationship for a long period of time, dealing with this back and forth, where I felt like this person didn't feel the same way I felt about her. And I always told myself, even when I talk to people, I'll be like, you see the signs, the writing's on the wall. But it's always interesting. I always tell people this too. When you're emotionally involved, when you're emotionally caught up, all that advice that you do know and that you were told seems to just
Right. You think they're gonna turn that corner? They're gonna be the person that you want them to be.
Right, because you're holding on to that little ounce of what they used to be. Keep on holding on to that potential. Oh, if I stay with her long enough, she's gonna do this. She's gonna go back to this. It most often it never happens.
Okay. Well, the other thing is, a lot of times people believe in soulmates. Like they think that they'll meet this one person that is who they want, who they can spend the rest of their life with. And then some people don't. What do you think?
I believe in soulmates. However, I don't know that people spend their entire life with their soulmates all the time. I mean, it just depends on when you meet that person too as well. Because if you meet that person while you're young, you know, you're feeling these feelings, you're in love and all that stuff, but sometimes you don't know how to deal with it and all that pressure of being in such a relationship, you know, especially if you're in your 20s, maybe you're in school or something like that. Maybe you want to do adventurous things, and a lot of people put it off like, I'll do these adventurous things, I'll go do this, and maybe later on, me and her or him and I or get back together in the future. But I still feel a certain way about that person. You know, but not realizing that, you know, for me personally, if it ain't broke, then ride that thing till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you plan for things that you have no idea about, like thinking that, you know, you're gonna miss out on something. And that's what I say a lot of times with soulmates. But I do believe in them, and I believe oftentimes that people don't end up with their soulmates. You find people in you know, in relationships or whatnot, still holding on to that certain female, you know, that got away. They think about, you know, Susie Q from high school, you know, who they were so in love with, they end up marrying this woman, and all of a sudden, you know, every time Susie Q comes around, they're, you know, head over heels for her. So, I mean, I believe in some things.
Well, I guess that brings to my next question of settling. If you meet your soulmate, and this is the person that's perfect for you and they're a perfect fit, however, situationally it doesn't work out, is the next person after her someone that you're just settling for? Or would you ever settle?
I think in a lot of ways, yes. I think so. I guess settling is a strong word.
It has a negative connotation to it.
Right. I wouldn't say settling, but I would venture to say that the love that you share with the person that was your quote unquote soulmate may not be the same type of love that you have with that next person. And you can love that person until the end of time, y'all can get along and be well together. But it's that level of love that may be different. So I wouldn't necessarily call it settling, meaning this person may not possess a lot of qualities that I like, but I'm just gonna leave it anyway because I'm ready to settle down and, you know, be in a relationship and be married. I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe that there's different levels of love that you feel with a different person. And I feel the person that was your soulmate.
Okay, so the next question that I have is about societal pressures. We live in the South, not in the North. So a big deal is being married at a young age, starting a family, white picket fence, and there's kind of an evolution where that's not so common anymore. Now, a lot of times, people are okay with just having a child, having a boyfriend, and raising a family that way. And also different celebrities do it. Halle Berry's done it. Nia Long's doing it. So what are your thoughts on societal pressures and having a child before marriage?
It's an interesting question. I was just not reading, but I was just looking at something on CNN today where they explained how in the last 50 years, the roles of women have changed in the workplace. So I think that has a lot to do with how things are traditionally looked at. So the roles of women have changed, and also not the roles, but the growing number of divorces has changed as well. So it's to the point now where I think marriage has been devalued. Not necessarily by myself personally, but I think society, marriage is going to be valued. You know, it's become more of a business arrangement as opposed to marriage. Now, as far as having kids out of wedlock, I mean, that's been something that, like I said, the evolution, even the evolution of women, that's something that's changed as well. Just the evolution of society in general, that people have been having, you know, women have been having babies outside of marriage. Also, something that may factor into it is also, it may or may not, homosexuality, as far as, you know, it's become very prevalent as far as women, you know, having kids or adopting kids in that way as well, or just
Yeah.
finding a friend to have a baby with.
Yes.
I think the traditional wall of what a family is supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, is slowly but surely, kind of dissipating on some levels too. And I think that's what's pretty much happened to society as far as people having babies traditionally. That wall is slowly being torn down.
So do you think the pressure's still there, or do you think that it's just doesn't exist anymore in the South?
I think you're always going to, in the South, you're always going to have that pressure from a lot of people, and probably more so from religious folk. For them, because they tend to be more traditional, as far as that goes in marriage and stuff. But I just think society as a whole, with us coming to grips about a lot of different things in life, is not as much pressure as it was, say, 15 to 20 years ago. It's good. Because, like I said, it's the whole rate of divorce has changed, at least from what I can see. People get married and all being married for 15 to 24 months.
Yeah.
And that to me, that's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And a lot, in getting married just for the kids' sake.
Yeah.
That may or may not lead to an early divorce because you're really truly unhappy with that person. And my philosophy, I kind of am a free spirit as far as being married and I want to do it on my time. I don't want to necessarily be forced to be like, okay, I got married with this person now.
Yeah.
That's because it's traditional. Because, I don't want to go down that road to where I'm following the tradition, and then 2 or 3 years later, tradition has gotten divorced.
Well, have you ever been with anyone who wanted that type of commitment that you weren't ready to give them?
As far as marriage or?
Just seriousness.
Yeah. I mean, just being in a serious relationship, yeah. I've come across a lot of nice women, good women, and just at points in time in my life, I just wasn't ready to give them meat. So.
What was your response to that?
Simple, not really good that type of relationship. I try to be as honest as I can about it. I try not to do the leading on. Maybe we, get together 6 months from now. Maybe we do this. I don't believe in that. I just tell them I'm not ready for that stage in my life right now. And for most people, being humans, they probably be like, well, maybe later on down the road they'll change his mind or something like that.
Yes.
So, that's what happens.
That's common.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times.
So, I guess my last question is, describe the most awkwardest date you've ever been on. Like the worst date.
The worst date?
Like you never had it. You never had a bad date.
I've had dates what I thought were good dates, but
And
I
they
guess
thought it was bad date?
I'm guessing so. I didn't think it was like out of the norm, like that was awful what just happened, but I guess it wasn't a good date. I've had situations like that. I think one of the not one of the weirdest, but one of the ones that stick out in my mind is I ended up dating this girl and was gonna take her out to the club. And
Was it a first date?
I don't know, I think it may have been. I think I may have met her in the club too, probably so. No, so we were gonna go to a club, have a good time, go dancing and stuff like that. And so what ended up happening was we went to the club and they were like $30 per person. I said, no, we're not gonna probably be there. So we ended up going somewhere else to another spot. And I think, it was the first date. I didn't have a lot, so I figured, maybe we spend about, I don't want to say like cheap, but I was, spend like, 40 bucks at it, something like that. And so ended up going on this date. It wasn't a bad date necessarily, but it leads to anything, And it kind of felt like I spent probably like $70 Right, you know, on this date, and I'm just like, all right, you know, this is cool, good little time, good little vibe, we're doing something really cool here, and, you know, it wasn't
Never
like,
called again.
I mean, it just wasn't the same. I think maybe we spoke a couple of times after that, we just, you know, it just wasn't that type of feeling, so.
Interesting.
So, probably another, I guess, I don't know if it's a weird day, but it's just, I wasn't kind of, you know, ready for it. It was like, one of dating this girl, and all of a sudden, like, you know, she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out with my friends. It's like, I mean, it's cool, you know, because I know how women are as far as, you know this guy,
Yeah.
want to do this, but for me, you probably spend more time talking with your friends than you really do getting to know me.
Yeah.
And I'm not in on your inside jokes and your inside
Yeah.
conversations, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I can talk to, you know, to everybody, but just, you know, never got a chance for me and her to really get to know each other that way because other people were there. I think that's probably kind of the weirdest thing I've, you know.
Yeah, that's weird.
So,
Group dates are weird.
right, they are. Especially when you don't know the people.
Yeah.
Very weird.
So you can check Marcus out on Facebook. He has a Facebook group called Emotional Stimulation, which is an open forum where they talk about various topics on relationships at any time. And also you can check me out on my blog, which is reevsk.blogspot.com. And also look for my book, London Bloke, coming out in mid-June. Thanks. See you next time. Hi, I'm Keisha, and this is my Love 101 segment for my blog, Reeves K. Wait, start on this K Reeves. The website is Reeves K. Blog is K Reeves. Sorry. Well, Marcus has a Facebook group called Emotional Stimulation, and it's an open forum where they talk about relationships at various times on various topics. So check it out. Request an invite, right, on Facebook, and look for my book, London Bloke, coming out in mid-June. Thanks.
Do you want that last part?
Let's do that again. That sounds like I don't know.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe that there's different levels of love that you feel with a different person.
Mhm.
And I feel this person that was just so
Okay.
pause it.
Yeah. Turn it off. Turn it off.